give you times as we get them. But 2nd and 3 from the Parkview 47. Snap gets away, and it looks like the Panthers were able to fortunately jump on top of that. Quarterback Chandler McDaniel able to get on it safely. So that'll move things back to the original line of scrimmage at the 40. So it'll be 3rd and 10. Line to gain is midfield for the Panthers. Good crowds for both of these teams. See a sea of orange for the Panthers on the home side. Good group of people from Mountain View on the opposite side of the field. They get everybody set up here at the 40. And we'll have our first penalty marker of the game. Be a false start on Parkview. So back it up 5 yards. Put it at the 35. So 3rd and 15 coming up here for the Panthers. Not the direction you want to go on your first drive of the game. Again, line to gain is the 50. Coach is getting everybody lined up. Parkview's got wide receiver out, each to the left and the right. And back to pass, he'll be sacked. McDaniel nowhere to go. Coming in, making the sack, number 10 of Chase Rosario. And that will force Parkview to punt. So good defensive stand there by Mountain View. Again, Parkview had that first play. It was a 7-yard gain. Then they went backwards after that positive first play from scrimmage. So with the declared punt, they'll put the football at where Parkview's first down marker was, the line to gain, right around the 50-yard line. So Mountain View will have great starting field position for their first drive of the game. This time will be a handoff, and the running back gets away, trying to sneak through the mess of bodies and gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It was Jordan Coker that received the handoff there for Mountain View. It almost got tackled about 5 yards in the backfield. Was very fortunate to make something out of nothing there. So instead of a 2nd and about 14 to 16, that makes it a 2nd and 10. Mountain View will run up to the line. Try to get some positive yardage here. One receiver out wide to the left and the right, running back in the backfield as well. This will be a direct snap, and there he goes! Should we get a touchdown down to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown Brooks Weatherly, and there are no flags. And he's doing the 6-7 motion for his touchdown celebration. It's 6-0 Mountain View pending the point after try. And I mean, just look, just got into wide open space. Keeping up with him there was the quarterback of Chandler McDaniel, also playing defensive back, but It's not a whole lot they could do there as Brooks Weatherly scores the first touchdown of the game for either side. Clock at about a 50-yard touchdown. So line up for the one-point try from the 2-yard line. And the snap goes through the legs of the quarterback. And good defensive stand there by Parkview. So the score will remain 6-0. As it looks like Imari Randall, Chandler McDaniel in on the tackle. And kind of a low snap there. They're trying to get it to Jordan Coker, but it kind of slipped through his legs. And the score remains 6-0 Mountain View. So 50-yard touchdown to get things started for Mountain View. It took them 2 plays. Again, it had the make something out of nothing type of run to get it back to the original line of scrimmage. And then just a all-out turn on the Jets kind of run. So that'll put Parkview back at the 40-yard line. Again, they had a 3-and-out their first drive. Go do a handoff here. And the running back breaks to the outside. Could we get another one? What a run there. That'll be plenty for a first down for Caden Banks. He's run out of bounds there by Jordan Coker. Call it a 12-yard run. I mean, just look at that right there. Got outside of the contain. And just perfect run there. That's really a boost for your confidence after a 3-and-out to get things going here. So they'll be first play in opponent territory for either side. And Mountain View had that 50-yard touchdown, but they started from the 50. So no, they do not have any plays in opponent territory with the exception of the one-point try. Looks like it was almost a busted play there, and they're going to have to try to make something out of whatever's happening. That'll be a host of Bears coming in to collapse on any sort of anything by Caden Banks. That'll be a loss of 4 on the play. A loss of 3, excuse me. So 2nd and 13 from the 50. You need to get to the Mountain View 37-yard line for a first down. About 4 minutes and 36 seconds left on the clock. This will be a handoff again for the Panthers. 4-yard gain on the play. Looks like that was Imari Randall on the carry. So 3rd and 9 from the 46. In these championship games taking place here at Dacula High School. Great stadium to have an event like this. As Parkview lines up in pistol. Receiver out to the right and the left, running back directly behind the quarterback. They're going to try and pass. And tried to do the how did you do and got slammed in the backfield for a sack. Brooks Weatherly on the sack. And that'll force a punt. So back-to-back defensive stands. They did allow a first down, but they were able to stop them as they were getting into opponent territory. So Parkview, again, having some positive plays, but Mountain View has just been able to limit any damage or any whatever happens and just make the big play in the end. Both drives thus far by Parkview were stopped due to a sack in the backfield. So with the declared punt, that'll put the ball at the 31-yard line of Mountain View. And their last drive started at the 50. Two-play drive, 50-yard touchdown rush by Brooks Weatherly. We've got a penalty marker on the field. Offsides is called on Parkview. So move the ball up 5 yards, put it at the 36-yard line. So that stopped the clock momentarily at 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Clock is now moving. And the snap ends up on the turf. A good awareness there by Brooks Weatherly to pick that up. No gain on the play, but also they did not turn the ball over. Again, 2nd and 4 from the 37-yard line. Line to gain is the 41. And two receivers out to the left. Running back in the backfield with Coker. Coker will take it himself. He's going to blast it around the left side. He's got some speed across the 50. Cuts back in. Still going. And finally brought down at about the Parkview 47-yard line. And just a great run outside. Good, did a little cutback. Coming in to make the tackle was number 6 of Callie Owens. We'll have a clock stoppage here. Looks like we got a timeout on the field taken by Mountain View. So minute 17 to go here in the first. Mountain View leads 6-0. The only score we've had thus far was a 50-yard touchdown rush by Brooks Weatherly. And this is the first of 8 games for the GFL Patsy Jones Championship games. We've got games. Our final game of the day starts at 8:45 p.m. between Parkview and Grayson for the 8th grade Division I championship game. And Parkview has teams here in the 6 and 7-year-old division and the D1 8th grade division. Mountain View, same thing. They've got 2 teams, one here in the 6 and 7-year-old division, and then they don't have another game until the 11-year-old division at 3 p.m. when they take on Lawrenceville. So multiple teams playing in these championship games. It looks like, I'm wondering if that was the end of the quarter. I think that was the end of the quarter as they have flipped sides. And we've had some stadium clock issues today, so we're going to do our best to keep up with what we see. So second quarter, fresh 8 minutes on the clock. 1st and 10 for Mountain View from the 47. And that snap gets past the quarterback. There was a flag on the play. False start on the Bears. And very fortunate that Mekhi Boyd was able to jump on top of that. So 1st and 15 from the Bears' 48-yard line. So 1st and 15. And good defensive stand. Or should I say it? Open field tackle. There by Callie Owens of Parkview. Gain of about 2 on the play. So 2nd and 13 from the 50. Line to gain is the 37. Bears take the snap. Good running here. Gets tripped up. Makes it to the 46-yard line. Be 3rd and 9 coming up for the Bears. And Bears have not punted today. This will be their first few plays in opponent territory. And they got it there, and then they had the penalty. Coaches for the Bears getting everybody organized. Direct snap to the quarterback. And he gets it up close to a first down. Jordan Coker gets it to 4th and 1. It looks like the Bears are going to go for it. So 4th and 1 from the 38. They need the 37. You just look at this play. Runs it up the middle. First down saving tackle. There by Caden Banks. We'll see if they can hold the Bears or if the Bears can get the first down. Kind of more of a heavy set here. Going to run it up the middle. Got stopped initially, but he shakes the tackles and gets up to the 34. So they needed 1, got about 5. That'll move those chains. Perfect play there, drawn up. That's the direct snap to Brooks Weatherly. Brooks Weatherly had a direct snap on his touchdown run in that first quarter. That's the thing, this Mountain View team just has so many weapons everywhere. We've seen Jordan Coker specifically and Brooks Weatherly just get on the horse and causing problems for this Parkview team. And still only the first half. But just under 4:30 to go here in this second quarter. 6-0. Bears trying to add to their lead. Coker trying to get it out to the left side. Oh my goodness. Stiff arms the defender. He's running back to the right side. Trying to pull off his Barry Sanders impression, and he'll trip across the 35. But what a play there initially. Kind of lost his footing going around the corner. I mean, just look at this stiff arm. Just says, get off of me. Shakes two defenders and just runs to the opposite side. But what a way to kind of establish dominance as an offensive player. That makes defenses kind of look at that and go, okay, I will not be trying that. So 2nd and 10 from the 34 for the Bears. Need to get to the 24 for a first down. Direct snap to Coker. Makes it up field for about a 3-yard gain. That wasn't Coker, excuse me, that was Weatherly. Two men in on the tackle there. It's like it was Rashad Leonard and Demi McCalman on the tackle. As we hear the Parkview faithful starting to get loud here. Trying to give some energy to their defense. So 3rd and 6 from the 31-yard line. They need the 24. Weatherly trying to go around the right side. Shakes one tackler. Gets up the field. Shakes another tackler. And he's going down to the 5. Touchdown Bears. There are no flags. That's his 2nd touchdown of the day. I told you that the Bears have some horses. And Brooks Weatherly, if you get yourself an NIL deal, please make sure it's Dodge Ram because you've got all the horses in your engine today. I mean, just look at that. Just shakes the tackle. Probably shook about 4 tackles. Had a defender bounce off of him. Amazing. So he has a run of 50 yards and now a run of 31. So the 1-point try from the 2-yard line. First try was no good in that first quarter. And the snap was kind of in the dirt on that one, so we'll see how it's handled here. That will be broken up in the backfield again. So there's been no successful tries after touchdown. But Mountain View leads by 2 scores. In Mountain View, only points they gave up all season long, including playoffs, was both Lawrenceville games. They lost 27-14 back on September 20th, and then they avenged their loss in the semifinals last week. And they played out in Brookwood. Brookwood played host to the semifinals. But other than that, look through their season, 34-0, 34-0, 34-0, 20-0, 33-0, 34-0, 34-0, and 27-0. I mean, this high-powered offense all season long for Mountain View. And Parkview, to their credit, have had a lot of high-scoring games as well, but just have not been able to find their groove thus far. They've had a couple plays here and there, but this Mountain View defense has just been able to adjust to what Parkview throws at them. High snap in the backfield, and the ball's still on the ground. Chandler McDaniel able to jump on top of that safely. And coming down to about a minute left in this second quarter. And we're just working with some technical issues on the field with the scoreboard, so we're doing our best to keep the time up here on the stream. Again, 12-0 Mountain View over Parkview. Part of a 50-yard and a 31-yard touchdown run by Brooks Weatherly. So 2nd and 15 from the 35. This will be a pass, and it's dropped. Pass was intended there for Kavan Fitchett. That'll stop the clock with about 18 seconds left, I believe. Great pass. Just couldn't quite haul it in there. On the defense there was L.R. Allen Jr. So should be about 18 seconds on the clock, I believe. So again, 3rd and 15 from the 35. Line to gain is midfield for Parkview. Trying to see if they can sneak a touchdown in before the end of the half. And we got a penalty marker. I think this is going to be a free play for Parkview. As Chandler McDaniel ran over a couple Bears defenders. Picks up about 3. See what the penalty is. Assuming it's offsides, as we've got a Parkview player down on the field. And still waiting to hear what the penalty is. Again, we're assuming it's offsides. It's usually how that goes with... Oh, it's a false start, actually. So it was a legal formation on Parkview. So legal formation, penalties decline. It'll be 4th and 12 from the 38. Still got a player down. We'll update you on who it is when we see who the number is. Luckily, he gets up, or should I say picked up. It's Dior Riddle. He'll be carried off the field. So Parkview will have a 4th and 12 here in the tail end of the second quarter. Parkview, like I said, trying to maybe sneak one in here before the end of the half. We see the Parkview faithful starting to get loud here. Cheerleaders have been active entire first half on our side. And weather when we got here this morning was about 42, 43 degrees. It's only going to get warmer throughout the day. It's supposed to get up to about 72 degrees. As Parkview decides to punt it away. Mountain View will take over. And a clock stoppage. And timeout, Mountain View. So again, like I said, we're doing our best to kind of update you guys on what the time is. But we kind of have an estimate of what it is. It's in the second quarter. We know that because the one timeout, they did flip it. They did flip sides on the one Mountain View drive as we had a great shot of the trophies. Imagine taking one of those home tonight for your team. It's the Gwinnett Football League Patsy Jones Championship Trophy. So Mountain View starting this drive from the 42-yard line. Scored twice today. This is their third possession. Two running backs in the backfield. Under center was the quarterback. They hand it off to Jordan Coker. He gets out into space. Runs about 12 yards to about the 46. It's a good, healthy run to begin the drive, but there is a penalty marker down. See what the white hat does. I think it's going to be holding. So 10-yard penalty, repeat first down. So that'll erase the 12-yard run. So 1st and 20 for the Bears. From the 32. Handed off to Coker. Trying to break it out to the right side. Makes one man miss. Tries to break it inside. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Brought down by Chandler McDaniel. Just kind of stutter steps there. Gets around the corner. Oh my goodness, put a defender on skates there. They're going to say he stepped out at around the 39-yard line, so gain of about 7 or 8 yards, and timeout on the field, Mountain View. So Mountain View takes their second timeout on this drive. And we don't have a clock for now. We thought we knew what the time was earlier. But we're going to go off of the referee signals for the rest of this game until we get a clock on the scoreboard. And great crowd here tonight. Both of these teams traveled very well, especially for a 8 a.m. game. It's funny sitting on the home side to commentate these games, just seeing the sea of orange. I have to remind myself they're called the Panthers, not the Clemson Tigers. But got the Clemson Tigers look on the Parkview side, and then Mountain View kind of reminds me of not quite the same colors, but kind of the same style of Western Michigan. So it's kind of cool when you see different teams kind of make it their own, but pay tribute to some of the other teams throughout college or the pros. So we hear the Panthers chanting defense, and it pays off. Looks like was it a fumble? Seen on replay here, Coker just could not get around the outside. Tackle made there by Kevon Fitchett. So that'll do it for the first half. 12-0 Mountain View over Parkview. Again, 2 long touchdown runs by number 7 of Brooks Weatherly. He's got 81 yards rushing and touchdowns between him and Jordan Coker. They've been carrying the brunt of a lot of the yardage for the Bears. Well, we'll take a break here in the first half. We'll come back to you in about 9.5 minutes. Bring you the second half of the 6- and 7-year-old division for the GFL Patsy Jones Championships. We'll be back here on the QwikCut Sports Network. Don't go too far.
Congratulations, you made it to the playoffs. Now it's time for a highlight to get you noticed. I'd like to introduce you to the Hall of Fame Scouting Academy, founded by Pro Football Hall of Fame members. Our football experts craft highlight reels that get coaches watching. And Pro Football Hall of Famers like myself do film evaluations to help get athletes noticed.
I told him if he... Welcome back into the QwikCut Sports Network here in the land of Georgia, here at Dacula High School, home of the Falcons, for the 2025 GFL Patsy Jones Championship games. Again, this is the 6- and 7-year-old division between the Parkview Panthers and Mountain View Bears. Once again, my name is Conrad Volch. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today we'll be here all day. Final game of the day starts at 8:45. That'll be the Division I 8th grade game. We've got 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then the D2 and D1 8th grade games coming up later this evening. But if you're just joining us, 2 touchdowns were scored in that first half by the Mountain View Bears, both of them by number 7 of Brooks Weatherly. He had a 50-yard touchdown and a 31-yard touchdown. That 50-yard touchdown was a part of a 2-play drive when they got their first drive of the game. They deferred in the first half, but they are trying to get things going here as Coker tried to break outside and was met by a host of Panthers. But as I was saying, Weatherly's been the workhorse. Him and Coker have been the workhorses for this Bears offense. But 50 yards and 31 yards on his 2 touchdowns. Again, 8-minute quarters, I believe, for this game. Showing 10 minutes on the other clock, so I'm not sure what they're doing. But, again, we're trying to bring you the time as best we can. So 2nd and 10 from the 40 for the Mountain View Bears. And it'll be a run, still going. And I think that was fumbled. Clock is stopped. And that's going to be a turnover. I see that here. That's really the first mistake that the Bears have made all day. Oh, yeah, that was out. And they handed it off to Weatherly, and it was just punched out at the end there. And if you're Parkview, that's a big, big stop coming out of half. That was stripped. That was stripped there by Chandler McDaniel. So 1st and 10 from the Bear 46. So yes, these are 4 10-minute quarters for this game. Got the clock working for the stadium. Very grateful for that. 7:50 remaining. So that's going to be down across the left side. And Chandler McDaniel runs into a wall of Bears. So 2nd and 9 from the 45. Line to gain is the 36. But Parkview, big stop there on Mountain View, because Mountain View had all the momentum going into halftime and got the ball since they deferred after the coin toss. So if you're Parkview, if you can get some points on this drive and take a chunk out of this lead, that is big time to give yourselves a chance in this championship game. If you're Parkview, you don't want to get this any higher than 2 scores. This is snapped to number 17 of Banks. Gets around the right side. He's been a dangerous runner for this Panther team. Saw a couple big runs in that first half. And that's enough for a Panther first down. Caught the low snap and just said, I'm going to take this myself. See like 5 Bears trying to converge on him. Want to run there to get things started for this drive for the Panthers. Run out of bounds there by L.R. Allen Jr. and Mekhi Boyd of the Bears. So they needed 10. They got 10. 1st and 10 from the 36. 6:48 remaining here in the third quarter. This will be up the middle by Chandler McDaniel. About a 6-yard run, puts the ball at the 30. 2nd and 4 for the Panthers. 6:25 to go here in the third quarter. It looks like we've got a player down for the Bears. Player gets up under his own power and seems to be okay. Looks like it's number 1 of Jordan Coker. Clock is stopped at 6:12 left here in the third. Bears making a late substitution. That's coming in for Coker as number 25 of Bennett Weatherly on defense. The clock will resume just under 6 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Break around the right side there. Short gain for Chandler McDaniel. In fact, it was actually, it looks like there was a penalty marker down, so it's going to be holding. So back the football up to the 40. And clock stops at 5:46 left here in the third. So 2nd and 14. And Parkview thought they had a first down, but the dreaded holding call. See that at any level of football. Be a back-breaking penalty depending on how big a play it is. And Parkview trying to get on the board here in this game. And it looks like we've got movement. And they're going to call false start. Parkview wanted an offsides. The Panther coaching staff can't believe it. I thought I saw movement on the Mountain View side, but I guess I wonder if they're calling it. Wondering if they're calling it. Not sure. I would have thought it might have been like a neutral zone, but they're going to say it's a false start. So back the football up to the 45-yard line. Parkview's going in the wrong direction. And they need to get to the 36 for a first down. Or no, excuse me. They need to get to the 26 for a first down. 36 is the original line of scrimmage. Snap is back. Trying to go over to the right is McDaniel. Slips one tackle, tries to slip another, throws it at the last second, and nearly had it. It's like, is that got a marker out of bounds? So we're going to see, is that unnecessary roughness? See that on replay. Good shake of a tackle there. And his foot was in bounds, was in bounds when he made that throw. So the throw would have counted if the receiver brought it down. You see that there, great angle there. But penalty marker, I think they're going to get an unnecessary roughness penalty. The referees coming together to talk about it. Wow. Okay. I was about to say. The white hat just pointed to the wrong direction. I think they're calling a targeting call. So I think it was a ineligible receiver downfield on the Panthers. So it was ineligible. You see the top of the cap. Or no, was it uncapped? I'm not sure. What I do know is that it was targeting because they did the fist and did the call of it punching the side of the head, which should be targeting, but that'll make it a third and much more manageable for the Panthers. It'll be 3rd and 9 from the 35. They need the 26. 5:36 remaining here in this third quarter. Mishandled snap there, but trying to get free. Good zigzag motion there by the quarterback of Chandler McDaniel. Gets it up to about the 30. Going to bring up they're going to put it at the 31. So about a 4th and 5 here. Big decision here for the Panthers. They're going to go for it. And you almost have to. you're kind of in that period of the game where you don't know how many drives you're going to get, because it was a very steadily moving first half. A lot of running by both sides, and when you get consistent running, it keeps the clock moving. So we'll see what the Panthers have up their sleeve here for this 4th and 5. Again, they need the 26. Big down here for the Panthers. Trying to cut into this lead. Quarterback is by himself in that backfield. It looks like they drew an offsides. Offsides on the Bears. Should be enough for a first down, and yes, it is. So sometimes you don't even have to run the play when the defense gives you a free 5 yards. And that'll move those chains for the Panthers. That keeps the drive alive. So clock is moving here down to 4:10 left here in the third. So just under 4 minutes remaining. 12-0 Bears over the Panthers. And momentum on the Panthers side here in this third quarter, trying to cut into this Bears lead. Snap the quarterback, trying to break it around the right side. And he'll get stood up right around the 21. Looks like it was Caleb Hudgens on the tackle. 3.5 remaining here in the third quarter. Ball spotted at the 22-yard line. So we'll bring up a 2nd and about 6. So 3:18. 3:18. I've heard that play call so many times in the NFL. 3:18. 3:18 hot. Aaron Rodgers on the Green Bay Packers for so many years. Still uses the same cadence on the Pittsburgh Steelers today. As we just heard the Panther fans chanting, "We need a touchdown." This time it'll be handed off. Looked like they thought about passing it, and nearly broke free was Amari Randall. Gets it close to a first down. Looks like it's going to be about a 3rd and 1. The Panthers trying to go quickly, but also not too quickly. The trip up there by the Bear defense to save the touchdown. Again, approaching down to 2.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Again, Parkview needs to get on the board now, because you never know how many drives are left. Oh, look at this run. Down to the 5. Touchdown, Parkview. There are no flags. That's Chandler McDaniel for the score. How about that? Oh, look at that. Put the defender in the ground. After that, it's like a locomotive with a cow catcher on the front of it. It says, "Get out of my way. I'm on a mission." It's about a 21-yard touchdown for number 3 of Chandler McDaniel. We got a whole new football game here. Again, this Parkview team used to tight games. Just had a 27-26 win against Buford Green last week. Trying to keep this one close. They line up for the 1-point try. No successful tries for either team. Looks like we had movement up front. So it'll be a false start on the try. Looked like the 2 guys on the left side of the line moved. So 2:41 remaining, I think, according to the scoreboard on the field. And that's the official scoreboard. We're trying to make sure the score bug stays within that. But again, had some technical difficulties on the field to begin today, but gotten all the bugs worked out on the scoreboard. So we appreciate everybody that's done all their work here at this facility to get it ready. Parkview, 1-point try from the 6. Another flag is down. Throw is up, it's intercepted. That is intercepted on the 1-point try by Xavier Muex Jr. Or Muex, excuse me. Xavier Muex Jr. with the interception on the 1-point try. So the try is no good, keeps the score at 12-6. Looks like they adjusted the time. It's down to minute 20 on the clock. So that'll be the end of that. So Mountain View with their second drive of the second half. So they'll have their drive begin at the 40-yard line. As the Parkview faithful has come alive here, they are shouting defense. Coker trying to get around the corner, shakes a tackle, shakes another tackle. And how about that run by Jordan Coker? Like he was tackled in the backfield by a 4-yard loss. Turns it into a 5-yard gain. You talk about making something out of nothing. But yeah, going back to this touchdown run, I mean, just what an immaculate run there to cut this lead down to half for this Panthers team. Chandler McDaniel getting on his horse and making it work.
Second down and 5 for Mountain View from the 45-yard line.
So 25 seconds and some change. Oh, running around the right side. Could he get his third of the day? He's down to the 25, the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Bears. Brooks Weatherly for the third time today has a touchdown. No laundry on the field. That's unbelievable. I mean, just look at this. 55-yard run. Just busts it around the right side and just turns on the Jets. I'm telling you. NIL deal for Dodge Ram. I don't know. Maybe Ford Mustang. I don't know. That guy can run. That is amazing. So 1-point try here for the Bears. Nobody from either side has made it, and we've got a penalty marker on the try. False start on the Bears. So back-to-back tries between the Bears and the Panthers resulted in false starts. So it'll be, the try will begin from the, looks like they're going to spot it at around the 7. Not the 7, the 8. Or no, it is the 7. Trying to do math. Math is hard, guys. 18-6, Mountain View. When it looked like Parkview found some life, Mountain View said, hey, watch this. Again, trying to make something work, but that, I'm telling you, that Parkview defense has been true on every single one-point try. 18-6 is your score. At 11 seconds left here in the third. We're going to take a quick break here on the QwikCut Sports Network. Mountain View 18, Parkview 6. We'll be right back.
Inside every athlete lives a dream, an unshakable vision of the next level. At Hall of Fame Scouting Academy, that dream becomes reality. Built by NFL legends, our recruiting team shapes highlight reels that get you noticed. And Hall of Fame icons deliver evaluations that accelerate exposure. Turn your dreams into reality. Raw potential into power. We are the Hall of Fame Scouting Academy. The path is here. Walk it with the legends.
And we welcome you back here into the QwikCut Sports Network. Again, my name is Conrad Volch. It's a pleasure and honor to bring you the live stream all day long today. And this would not have been possible without Adam Black on production and directing today. Kirk Chaplin with the sideline cam, and Jason Wheats upstairs on the wide cam up on top of the press box. And so many people make these productions possible. So 10 minutes, final 10-minute quarter of this game. 18-6 Mountain View over Parkview. Hat trick on touchdowns for Mr. Brooks Weatherly. He has a 50, a 31, and a 55. That has been all three scores for the Bears. And that's a high snap. And falling on it.
High snap recovered by Kayvon Fitchett for Parkview. A loss of 7. It'll be second down now and 17.
Kayvon Fitchett falls on it in the backfield. It's going to bring up a second, and it looks like 16. In line to gain is the 50. Ball is spotted at the 30. It's like the 33, so second and 17. 7-yard loss on the play. Looks like we got an offsides call on Mountain View. So that'll get 5 yards back from the busted play on first down. So second and 12 now for the Panthers. Panthers put together a great drive to begin after that turnover to cut it to 6, but Mountain View answered with a long run to put it back up to go back up by 12. This will be a pass, and just missed his receiver. Looks like that was Callie Owens on the pass. So that'll bring up 3rd and 12 for Parkview. 8:45 left here in this fourth quarter. And we assume if Parkview does not get this first down, they will go for it on 4th. Because again, a game like this where we've seen a lot of good running and a lot of running that stayed in bounds, clock's been moving. So sometimes you don't know if or ever if you're going to get the ball back. So possessions are very valuable here for this Panther team. Panthers in the orange, Bears in white with black pants. We got some movement up front again. This is going to be a false start, so
illegal procedure, false start.
3rd and 17 here for Parkview.
The down remains 3rd.
So that's a big penalty here for the Panthers. They had gotten 5 yards of that 7-yard loss back on first down back, but it's back to what it was before. So 8.5 minutes remaining here in the 4th. See what they can do here and Not too much gained there.
Chandler McDaniel on the carry for the Panthers. In on the stop defensively for the Bears, TJ Wright.
So Chandler McDaniel on the carry.
Down for Parkview.
TJ Wright on the tackle for the Bears. And Parkview will go for it here. So 4th and 13. Got it on the 37. They need the 50.
4th down and 13 from the 30.
And clock is ticking here in the 4th quarter. Here we hear the cheers and the chants from the Panther faithful, trying to get their team going. They've got a trips out to the left. Showing pass here. Throw it quick, little screen here. Looked like they were looking for maybe the double pass. That'll be tackled right across the 36-yard line.
Taylor McDaniel's pass is complete to Amari Randall.
Looks like that was Xavier
Mewix
Jr.
Defensively for Mountain View. It's a
So he
turnover
might have gotten hurt on the play.
Mountain View from the Parkview 36-yard line.
But with that, Mountain View will take over
Time for another shout out
at the 36-yard line.
Coaches and team mom. That's coming from the parents and the cheerleaders. Thank you for an amazing season. That's another Tequila Athletic Association shout out.
So again, we're out here at Tequila High School, home of the Falcons. Beautiful day here in Georgia. Bears will have it 1st and 10 from the Panther 36-yard line. 2 receivers out to the left. Direct snap to Coker. Lost the football. Gets his own fumble back. He'll run it around the left side. He crosses the 25. He's still going. And he is eventually tapped out of bounds. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 19.
Around the left side for the Bears. Taylor McDaniel with the stop out of bounds.
Unbelievable.
It's a 1st down, Mountain View.
So they are going to say he stepped out at the 19. Again, Coker and Weatherly have been the horses for this Bears team. And Coker hasn't run it as much or as far as Weatherly, but he's been just as dangerous for this Bears team.
From all of your parents, 2nd place in cheer-off. We're so proud of you. It's another Tequila Athletic Association shout out.
So 6:16 left here in the 4th quarter. Mountain View driving once again, trying to add more points on the board. They lead 18-6 here in this 6- and 7-year-old division. Ball's on the ground. It's recovered there by number 4, L.R. Allen Jr. Also there was Cairo Corbin for the Panthers. Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11 from the, looks like about the 20-yard line. Looks like we got to stop it.
Offside.
And an offsides call on Parkview, so move that forward to the 15-yard line.
Football team from the Mountain View Cheer Bears.
So 2nd and 6 now instead of 2nd and 11. The clock continues to move, just under 5:35 remaining. And this will be taken. No, that'll be dropped in the backfield. Is that fumbled? I couldn't tell.
Fumble on the play.
Yeah, it was.
Recovered by Parkview.
See it on replay here.
Here's 1st down, Parkview.
Yeah, that was a fumble on the exchange. What a heads-up play there by Callie Owens.
17-yard line.
Caleb Hudgens had the football and dropped it.
Another shout out to Corleen Riviera. That's coming from Mom and Dad of Mountain View. Great job this season. Keep it up. We love you. That's another tequila.
So they'll have it. Parkview, big stop there against Mountain View. And they've had 2 fumble recoveries in this second half. Got 6 points off turnovers thus far, trying to make it 12. Got a long way to go. Got the football at the 18. High snap, and that's been the theme of the day for the Panthers. Chandler McDaniel able to get on top of it and prevent a turnover, but
we'll bring up second down.
They're going to back him up to the 11-yard line. So 2nd and 17 for the Panthers. And this clock continues to tick as it's down to 4:10. In 18-6, Mountain View over Parkview. Another high snap. And caught in the air and hitting the turf is McDaniel. And he'll
for a loss
spot it back around the 5.
Third down from the 6-yard line.
Check that, make it the 6-yard line. So the line to gain is the 28. 3rd and 22 for the Panthers. 3:26 left here in the 4th quarter. (18-6) is your score. Mountain View over Parkview. Quarterback rolling to his right. Going to throw it up high and just missed his receiver. He's looking for Caden Carter. He'll stop the clock with 2:59 remaining here in the 4th.
Bring up 4th down for the Parkview Panthers.
Parkview will go for it here.
It goes to Caden Banks, number 17, again from the family. Good job. Keep up the good work. That's another Tequila Football, Tequila Athletic Association shout out. Parkview has elected the punt on.
Or actually, no, excuse me, they will punt it. So clock will move. They're going to spot the football at the Parkview 26-yard line. So 26-yard line for Mountain View. See how they decide to play it here. And if you're Mountain View, you just got to take a couple snaps and get a first down and pretty much sealed the game here for this championship. Again, Coker back in the backfield for the Bears. Also, Xavier Muix Jr. as well. Snap it to Coker. He goes around the right side, and he will break it to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Bears! Welcome to the scoreboard, Mr. Number 1, Jordan Coker.
26-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, no laundry on the field. And Jordan Coker makes it onto the scorecard for this Bears squad. Congratulations to him. Again, him and Brooks Weatherly have been the workhorses today. You see Weatherly putting his arms in the air, signaling touchdown right behind him. So the 1-point try from the 2-yard line. And there are no kicks attempted in this division. And sometimes you see in Pop Warner they'll award 2 points for the kick and 1 point for this kind of a try, but they do not do that here. And Parkview stays true on defense. Four touchdowns and no successful one-point tries. So Parkview will take possession from their own 40.
1:52 to go in this fourth quarter.
1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. Parkview had a great drive off of that turnover to cut it 12-6, but Mountain View scored 12 unanswered. Since that touchdown run by Chandler McDaniel. So clock is running. It's down to 1:21 here in the fourth.
Panthers from the 40-yard line.
Panthers got wide doubles. Looks like they're going to go with running back in the backfield as well. Bring Caden Banks back there. A little bit of trickery here. Mari Randall, and he gets dropped in the backfield there by Brooks Weatherly.
Panthers stop made defensively by number 7, Brooks Weatherly for the Bears. And he's second down and 12 from the 38.
So second and 12 from the 38-yard line. Just what a great open field tackle there by Weatherly. As we hear the Mountain View faithful starting to get loud as they know it's almost that time. It's almost official here in the 6- and 7-year-old championship game. Second and 12 from the 38 for Parkview. Looks to be the final play of the game. And looks like that'll do it. So final score here from the 6- and 7-year-old division. The Mountain View Bears take down the Parkview Panthers by a score of 24-6. Congratulations to the Mountain View Bears and Coach Sterling Coker. They are your 2025 Gwinnett Football League Patsy Jones Championship holders for the 6- and 7-year-old division. Again, congratulations to the Parkview Panthers on a great season. They finish, including the playoffs, 9-1-1. And your Mountain View Bears finish 10-1, including the playoffs. Again, had only 3 games, including today, all season in which they allowed points. Most allowed was 27 against Lawrenceville back on September 20th. They avenged that loss in the semis last week in a 2013 victory. And what a season for both of these teams. Congratulations once again to the Mountain View Bears taking down the Parkview Panthers by a score of 24-6. I'm going to go over the scores one more time. Again, carrying the load mostly was number 7 for Brooks Weatherly. Had a 50, a 31, and a 55-yard touchdown. Last score was Jordan Coker with a 26-yard touchdown. And on the other side, for the Bears, number 3 of Chandler McDaniel scored from 21 yards out back in the third quarter. Well, we thank you for tuning in to the 6- and 7-year-old division. Up next in a few minutes will be the 8-year-old game, Buford Green against Gainesville. We'll give you coverage in just a few minutes here on the QwikCut Sports Network.